Good morning. I am back from my US trip, and the first thing I want to do is unpack and show you everything that I got. So let's get into it. I'll start with a few things that were waiting for me that I knew I wanted to get. The goal of the whole art supplies shopping while in the US was to get things that are just a lot cheaper in the US than they are in Europe. Because I do have access, I use a lot of European brands. So yeah, so that was my thinking. And the first thing that I had waiting for me was the Gallery Mungyo Artist Soft Pastel. I decided to go not with the biggest set. It was hard to see how I like them and if I use them. And, you know, if I find them to be like amazing and I use them a lot, then I can reconsider or like purchase a larger size. So they are available in 120 colors. I will do swatching. I'm not sure if it'll be in this video, but for sure I will be using all these things in the Joy Art Club, my monthly membership. So if you want more videos and more exclusive content, that's the place to go to. It's just €9 a month or 79 a year. So these are the colors. I thought it was a nice selection, and I've heard really, really good things specifically about this brand. And from what I understand, if you have more info, then, you know, please leave it in the comments so we can all learn. But I understand that Mungyo are making a lot of the oil pastels that are, let's say, more affordable, not, you know, like brands like Miscellaneous, which have amazing oil pastels that I've tried, Schminke as well, but they are quite expensive. So Mungyo makes a cheaper option that I've heard is really good. So if you've tried these, let us know in the comments, tell us what you think. Oil pastels is not my, like, I'm not an expert on that medium, so I'm still trying different options. Okay, the next thing I got, which was also easy to decide that I wanted to get it, although I wasn't sure which set to get, and I made the decision to buy this one, and I'll tell you in a minute why, is the PanPastels. These are made in the USA, if I'm not mistaken, and they cost a lot less in the US than they do in Europe. This set was around $80, I want to say, and in Europe it costs around 120 euros, which is a little bit more than that in dollars. Actually, the euro is stronger than dollars at the moment, which is kind of new. So I decided to get a set, and I decided to get this set, which is their pure colors. I think usually it says it on the, it should say pure color because it is the pure color set. So I was looking online for trying to find a resource recommending which set to get, and I finally did find a very helpful post that said that the colors in the PanPastel range, I think they have 80 colors in total, and basically you have 20 pure colors, and then you have kind of the pastel shade, which is these colors with white, and then you have darker shades, which are these colors with a little bit of black, and then you have the really dark shades, which are these colors with more black. So I decided that it would just make sense to buy the pure colors, and I am a big fan of having some convenience colors for mixing, but since this is a new medium for me, I decided to just get the most options. So let's see if I can, oh, there we go. I can open this thing. So this is the set. They have a few sets. They have like a landscape set that looked great, and that one was actually what I was considering buying, but then I decided it would make the most sense to get the pure set. So this is how it comes. You get the sponge applicator, and then a few more here, and it comes in stacks, which is really nice. So I see there are like accessories in each stack. And basically, if you're not familiar, there are more of these sponges. This is like, if you know eyeshadow, this is kind of how it is. It's pigment at almost its pure form, or like really pure form. And I do think you need to fix these, right? They're kind of like soft pastels, but I think even purer and softer. And you apply them like with a sponge. You put like a foam applicator and grab the pigment. And then you have to fix it. But I have all kinds of ideas in mind for these. So again, I will probably do like a full swatching in a different video. So we have a little thing here with some information. If you want to read it, you can just like pause the video and read. They have like metallics. I don't really do metallics right now. I see a colorless blender. Here you have some techniques, some layering. That's interesting. Easy cleanup, how to use them, the soft tools, and all of their social media. They also have sets that are curated by artists. I was also, for example, there's one from Donna Downey, I think. Yeah, that's her name. And she has a beautiful set. But again, I decided to go for the most versatile one. This is super, super exciting because I've wanted to try these for a very, very long time. But they are very expensive here in Europe, and I wasn't sure which colors I should get. So now I have a very nice selection to start with. So this one, I had the idea that I would do some painting while I was away, and so I got this set of brushes to wait for me, and I didn't really do any painting. I don't know, the setting just wasn't, it just wasn't right. My friend is that I was visiting, she's not an artist. She's like a master quilter, and she loves crafts, but you know, it's not like we would both could like sit and sketch. So I don't know, it just didn't feel like it. So I haven't tried this. It does feel kind of cheap. We'll see, which I'm all for right now for cheap brushes, because then I can use them across mediums. Oh, and this one I think was because of Sandy Hester, of course. It's just like this collapsible, you can see like a water situation. So I thought it looked fun. I don't know if it's the one she has. I think hers looked a bit larger to me, but yeah, so you can have like 3 containers very easily, and it's collapsible. So this one I also got, I think, from Amazon. So that is what I had waiting for me. And let me show you a few of the other things that I got, and then I'll show you my adventures into a new medium, a completely new medium for me that I'm really, really excited to try. And I will show you kind of all the stages of starting out with a completely new medium that is also quite intense and different than, say, watercolors or acrylics. So I'll leave that to the end of the video. So this I got at like the clearance section at Joann's. It's for brushes. No, I think it was actually meant for crochet hooks, but I thought it would be actually perfect for art supplies. So I have to kind of set it up and we'll see how it works, but it was $6 and it's really cute. And then we were at Michael's. I think that's the only thing I got from Joann's. And then we were at Michael's, or was this from Hobby Lobby? And I think this is Michael's. I'm not sure. I I think probably the Americans, if you know better, this is the Master's Touch. I think this is like Michael's own like house brand, but it looked interesting. This is called Watercolor Canvas, and I was just like curious to try it because I usually use paper for watercolors, but it's always fun to try like different surfaces. So I'll looking forward to trying that. And now a few other things that are a little bit more less artsy. They have this embroidery floss in these like neon colors, which I absolutely love neon colors. And it was just like a few dollars. So I got this. I couldn't resist the colors. And then for my daughter, this was at Michael's, I'm pretty sure. I got these necklaces, bracelets. Oh, these are bracelets. Yeah. And these charms that just looked super, super cute. They had like a ton of this, so I had to control myself. But these were, I think, the cutest ones, like some cats. So this I got for Lily, my soon-to-be 9-year-old. And then this is another thing that I got her. This is, she has like the loom rainbow type of thing, but this, you get like extra, you get 600 bands, 30 charms, and 50 clips. And I just thought the charms were adorable. So I got this also for Lily. Now, what else did I get? Oh, so we went to a couple of art stores. I actually didn't get anything at Dick Blick in store, but I did order a few things from their online store. They didn't have some of the stuff I wanted. But we also went to Wet Paint in Minneapolis, and I picked up a few things there. So I'll show you what I got there. And then I'll show you my adventures in a new medium. So I think, yeah. Okay, so this is Miscellaneous, which is a French brand, but I haven't seen it here. I'm sure I could find it, but I didn't see it. It wasn't the cheapest for, 6 oil pastels, but these are quite expensive. And these are like fluorescent pastels, which I didn't know that Miscellaneous made them, or I think I didn't know. So let me show you. They have a few of these like small sets that come like this with different themes. They have like a floral one, and I think like a fruit, like a still life one. So this is the fluorescent one. And again, I will be swatching all of it later. And then I wanted to try these. I know these are like not new, but these are the Portfolio water-soluble oil pastels. So the water-soluble part is a bit intriguing to me. And this is how they look. I haven't tried these. If you have, let us know in the comments what you think. I was actually quite calm with Daniel Smith is a lot cheaper in the US than in Europe. So I got, for a second there I was like, why did I get Moonglow? Because I don't use Moonglow watercolors anymore. I use the Artemist from Da Vinci. But now, so for this first moment I was like, why did I get that? But now I say it's the gouache one. So I want to try the gouache one. And then I got also the Bloodstone Genuine in gouache. The Daniel Smith gouache is fantastic. And I got Undersea Green. I was out of it. And Daniel Smith makes some of the most beautiful greens out there. I also got Indanthrone Blue in gouache, actually, because I'm still on the hunt for some really good dark gouache colors. And this one is Ultramarine Pink Dark from Core. I don't know, it was really calling my name. And again, Core is, golden US brand, so it's much cheaper in the US. And I had to replenish my Opus from Da Vinci. This is like one of my favorite pinks. And I'm almost out of it. and I love it, and it's really irreplaceable. I should have probably gotten another tube because Da Vinci is not available in Europe at the moment. So this is what I got. This I ordered from Blick online because I didn't know if they had anywhere in store. Da Vinci, I didn't see it anywhere in store, also in the like these big art shops. And these I bought in store at Wet Paint, but the price was the same. I checked, it was exactly the same price as Dick Blick. So this is what I got. And now, let me show you my adventures into a new to me medium. Does this give you a hint? So I will probably do a series dedicated to this new adventure, but I'll show you quickly what I got. And in the series, I will explain my decision making. I'm going to try and play with Encaustics. If you're not familiar, Encaustic, it's basically hot wax with some adjustment. And so it's painting with hot wax. So that means you need some sort of way to heat things. I think it's kind of a complicated, intimidating medium, at least to me, because of the heat element of it. You need to heat your paints in some way, so either use a heating plate or an iron that they have, and then you have to like fuse the different layers with a torch or a heat gun. So heat is very essential to this whole thing, and yeah, hopefully I won't cause too many injuries. So I got a thermometer. This is supposed to help you keep the heat even, not too hot, not too cold, to be able to work with your paints. And then I got kind of two basics. Again, I'm just going to show you in this video what I got, and then I'll get into why and how I chose what to get in a separate video. So I got the wax medium and I got the slick wax. This is used to clean your brushes. I also got a few empty tins. I got the Encaustic gesso. This is used to prep the surface for encaustic painting. I got also this wax medium. What I liked about there's not a lot of brands that make these, but what I liked about these hotcakes is that they already come with a tin, and that means I didn't have to buy like extra tins. So this is a wax medium, hard glass-like finish. This is like an excellent top coat. It just sounded intriguing, so maybe not super essential to start with, but yeah. And I got white, super gold. This just looked beautiful to me. And I think it will look lovely melted. And then I got some colors. So for me, color is super important. And of course, you can mix your own colors with this medium, like you can with most other mediums. But I call myself a color-led artist, and so I need options. So these paints can get pretty expensive, and for sure you don't need a lot of colors to start with like I did. They have introductory set with more basic colors. But yeah, I have a problem. So I wanted a lot of colors to start with. So we'll see. I'm sure this is excessive and completely unnecessary when you're starting out. You know, especially if you haven't even figured out if you enjoy this medium. But yeah, that's always my problem. So I got the fluorescent set. Again, I just love fluorescent colors. So these are from Encausticos is the brand. I did manage now, while I'm falling down this rabbit hole, to also find a brand from the UK that actually has very affordable encaustic paints, because the next brand that I'll show you is very, very expensive. It's probably the more widely available in art shops that you're familiar with, but it's also the most expensive. So this is the warm set. It just has a nice selection of yellows. And then this is the cool set, which has a nice selection of blues and this really pretty kind of pinky violet color. And then I got some open stock. So I tried to stick with colors that I know that I love in other mediums. So I got the Naples Yellow Reddish. I got Yellow Ochre. This is Bohemian Green Earth. This is Quinacridone Gold, Anthraquinone Blue, of course Ultramarine Blue, and what are you? Quinacridone Magenta. Like, I need a good pink. I got Quinacridone Magenta, and of course, I don't know if you guessed it, but I needed a teal, so this is Cobalt Aqua. And now, this was really a treat. Now, the interesting thing about Encaustics is you can actually use them with oil paints and oil pastels, which I already have. So you can also mix colors like that. And that's why for myself, I try to restrain myself with the colors. But I did get a few more where I felt I had holes here. I got a warm rose. It just looked like a really, really pretty color to me, like a corally color. I got phthalo turquoise because I wanted also a really dark turquoise and I only had the cobalt aqua. And I didn't have any, you know, like these colors, the ultramarine blue, they lean more reddish. So I wanted like a deep turquoise. And this was a totally convenience color that I really like. This is the Quinacridone Magenta Light. So RNF, I think, are the most famous, and they're also very, very expensive. So like each one of these colors is super expensive, and it's even more expensive in the US. So I only got the 3. This was also probably a splurge. We'll see. But now I need like a hot plate, which I couldn't buy in the US because they have different Steckdose. Like they have different, you know, plugs. So I ordered one from Amazon. It's like a cooking hot plate, and that will actually give me the option of using these because without the heat, you can't paint. So that's the next adventure. Oh, I forgot. Another thing that is more stationery related is that I found this at Barnes & Noble's. This is the Jibun Techno. This is like a Japanese planner that I've considered getting for quite some time, but I've never seen it like in real life. I can only order this online where I am in Europe. So when I finally had a chance to see it and like open it, I jumped at the chance. I will say this was actually a bit an annoying experience because it was like this in the shop, and I asked the personnel at Barnes & Noble's where we were. I don't know if it's Barnes & Noble or Barnes & Nobles. I don't know, so forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. I asked the woman that worked there if there was like something missing from this packaging because it came like this, and usually these come in plastic. And she checked and she looked and she said this wasn't cheap and this wasn't discounted. This was around $50. So quite expensive, I would say, for, you know, a diary planner, even if it is from Japan. And she said no. And then on my last day in the US, I saw it at another Barnes & Noble's packaged. And of course, there was like a sticker sheet here. So the option was to get the packaged one and then try to return this one, saying that, you know, they sold it to me like this, which I couldn't really prove. It wasn't written anywhere that it was sold to me in a different condition. So I didn't know if they will take it back. I decided not to risk it. I decided the stickers, it was like one sheet of stickers with like 5 stickers. They were very pretty, but I decided it wasn't worth the hassle and I just wanted to let it go. But it was annoying. So in case you come across this, I think the point was there were 2 of these at the shop where I bought them, and they were both open. So I think someone just opened it and stole the stickers and put this back like this. So very annoying, but I am happy to have it. And I will survive without the stickers. It has like this thing, which you can use, I guess, to put under your pages as like a hard surface, or like as a ruler, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not like a super, you know, organized planner. I just like the whole concept of this one. It has different notebooks. There's like the planner part, and then there's like the life part, which has all kinds of prompts, my news, anniversaries. So this one you ideally would carry on to the following years. And then the idea one is just a blank. Yeah, so I got this at Barnes & Noble's, or Barnes & Noble, I'm not sure. And then we went to a little town called Northfield in Minnesota. And we just went there to, like, I just wanted to see a cute little town, and we were recommended to go there, and it was very, very cute. But they also had this fantastic little shop where she had things from Japan that I felt were well priced, and I always want to support small businesses if I can. So I picked up some things that I'm dropping all over the place now. Okay, so let me show you what I got there. I couldn't resist. These were so cute, and I thought I can stick them in my new planner. And then this also looked really interesting. It just looked cute. So I thought actually my kid could enjoy it. So this is stained glass coloring book. And these I got for her. So these are origami. I got this also for Lily. They have instruction inside, and you get these like 4 different patterns. There are 5 of each, so she can also give them to friends if she wants. And then they show you how to fold it, and you get these cute origami pieces. And this was exciting. So these are the Midori, I think this is the Midori. Yeah, the Midori notebook. I just really like the size. I love the Midori paper. It's fantastic. So I got some blank A5 notebooks. And then this one was discounted. I didn't even understand why it was discounted. I wouldn't have gotten it for the full price, which was $34. But it was the corner is a bit damaged. So it was reduced to $14. Again, I just really, really love this paper. And yeah, this is a 2025. So I might do this as more of like a illustrated journal or something like that. So yeah, it's a little bit damaged here in the corner. So that's why it was so reduced, but I don't really mind. I just plan to kind of abuse it, probably, just because I really like the paper of these journals. So yeah, so this is the Midori Notebook Diary A4 size for 2025, and it has this monthly view, and then just notebooks. I had a few years ago something similar in format that I really, really enjoyed. I can actually show it to you. So this one is by Leuchtturm, which is, I think, I want to say a German brand. And you can see it's a different size. But I really like the size of this. And this also had like the monthly setup, and then there were just these like like these dot pages. So that's like the most of it actually. And then a monthly spread. So this is the summer, so I didn't use it, but I used the other ones. And I really enjoyed the format of this. So when I saw this, I grabbed it, and that is what I got in my US trip. Thanks for watching, and I will be doing a swatching. I'll let you know if it's available on YouTube or just on my membership. So that's coming. Oh, and I also got this pencil, which I actually got this for my daughter, but I might use it for myself. So you can see it like changes colors. So it's just really fun to color things with it. And if you turn it, then you'll get, like if you twist it as you sketch, you'll get like different colors. So it looks like this. Again, this was at the shop. There are like different versions of these. They are sets. I don't know, it doesn't say anything on it. This was again from this like cute little shop. And yeah, she had beautiful things there. She had also like really cute like home decor or, you know, bowls and stuff from Japan, I think. But it wasn't like I wasn't gonna carry those things across the Atlantic. But yeah, if you're ever in Northfield, Minnesota, I'll try to remember to put the details below. Like, check out the store. It's fantastic. It's like owned by a woman. She curates everything. She was lovely. And my friend also bought a few things. She bought a few things for her son, which are a surprise, so I'm not going to say it. Just if by any chance he sees this video, I don't think he will. So I got the pencil, and then I got this one. I don't know, this zebra click. I just like the purple. But I don't think there's anything like really special about this pen. I just really like the color. So now that is truly, truly it. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.